There's always that moment right before we act. A pause, a hesitation. It's like we're standing on the edge of something, wondering if we're about to fall or fly. Most of us stay there, on the edge, frozen by everything that could go wrong. And so we step back. We convince ourselves that it's safer not to try at all. But here's the thing. Staying on the edge doesn't make the fear go away. It just makes it quieter. It doesn't erase the question, it just buries it deeper. And so one day, we'll find it again, staring back at us when we least expect it, asking, why didn't you try? Fear has a funny way of dressing itself up. Sometimes it looks like practicality. Be realistic. Sometimes it looks like humility. Who am I to want that? But at its core, it's the same thing. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being seen and coming up short. We settle not because we can't aim higher, but because we convince ourselves we shouldn't. We lower our targets, shrink our ambitions, and call it being sensible. But here's the secret. Sensibility isn't always wisdom. Sometimes it's fear in disguise. And the worst part? When we settle, we don't just lose the dream. We lose a part of ourselves. The part that believed that we could aim higher. The part that dared to hope. Have you ever met someone who settled? They rarely talk about it. But sometimes, if you listen closely, you can hear it in their voice. A quiet sigh. A hint of something unfinished. Missing hurts. No one likes to fall short. But failure fades. The sting dulls. But what doesn't fade is regret. The what ifs, the stories we tell ourselves late at night when the world is quiet. They linger. And the strange thing is, even when we miss, we're changed by taking the shot. We learn something about ourselves, about what we want, about what we're willing to risk. We can recover from failure. But regret, that's a much heavier weight to carry. Here's something I've noticed. People who've missed big, like really big, they still carry that weight. But they carry it differently. There's a certain kind of lightness and openness. Because they know they tried. They stood at the edge and they jumped. They might have fallen, but they felt the wind. They tasted the air up there. And even if they didn't land where they hoped, they know that they at least didn't let fear keep them frozen. We tell ourselves stories to protect ourselves. It's not the right time, I'm not ready. But here's the thing. Time doesn't wait and readiness doesn't arrive. We move first. We take the step, we take the shot. Every time we hesitate, we reinforce the habit of holding back. And every time we take the shot, we reinforce the habit of courage. We have to choose which habit we're building. I've been there, standing on the edge, overthinking, hesitating. It still happens, albeit more rarely now. But when I look back on it, the regret isn't about failing. It's about not trying. There's something honest about trying, about giving something everything we have, even when we don't know how it will turn out. There's a clarity in effort, a kind of bravery that doesn't need applause. Trying is messy, it's uncertain, but it's also alive. And isn't that better than feeling numb? The point isn't whether we'll hit the target every time. The point is to breathe, draw the string back, aim, and let go. Because every shot we take strengthens our form, steadies our focus, and sharpens our ability to shoot. And even if we miss, we'll know we tried. We'll know we didn't let fear make the choice for us. So this new year, take the shot, whether it hits or not. I wish you all the very best with your shooting. Let me know how it goes.